Welcome back to the All About Us podcast show, the podcast that puts the spotlight on people redefining resilience, innovation, and impact through their work and stories. I'm your host, Carl Allen, and today's episode is one that truly sits at the intersection of passion, purpose, and possibility. Our guest today is Joseph Barnett, the founder of the Math Perimeter LLC, a brand new educational platform making undergraduate mathematics not just accessible, but also engaging and empowering. While his business is less than 3 months old, Joseph has bold plans to create a complete resource hub for all undergraduate math students. But what makes his story even more powerful is his journey as an entrepreneur, living with a disability, CMT, in a time when AI is rapidly transforming how we build, learn, and scale. In today's conversation, we explore what it means to build a business with purpose, how disabilities shape innovation, and how Joseph is navigating the AI revolution while staying grounded in ethics and human impact. Let's jump into your story. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. What inspired you to launch the Math Perimeter? Was there a specific moment or frustration that triggered the idea?
I wanted to create a resource where people could learn mathematics, and I eventually ended up on undergraduate mathematics.
Okay. And why math and why now? What gap are you trying to fill that you feel other resources aren't addressing?
I have undergraduate degrees in mathematics and physics, as well as a master's degree in physics. Over the years, I've been able to see how people struggle with mathematics, and I wanted to make a resource that would help fill that gap.
And what areas of mathematics do you believe people struggle the most? Is it in basic math, fractions? Is it in algebra or in calculus? What areas did you see people having the most deficits?
Calculus is the area I've seen people struggle the most, but that may also be confirmation bias since I helped an undergraduate physics students learn physics while I was a graduate teaching assistant.
Okay. How did your early experience with math or education shape your mission today?
I've always liked math, and I've always been good at it, and I know it's not a field that everyone likes or is good at.
Okay. Starting a business from scratch is tough, and you've done it within just 3 months. What have those early days looked like? How was it when you first started this business?
I started by doing normal stuff that startups do, like forming the LLC and applying for trademark registration. I also had to find good business banking platforms to do my business banking with.
Mm-hmm.
And I also had to learn the legal aspects of forming an online business.
Were there any moments which you seriously questioned the direction, and what did you learn from them?
No, there hasn't been so far.
Okay. So how are you approaching building your content, from infographics to emails?
Sorry about the dogs.
That's fine. Go ahead.
For the infographics, I use Visme to help me create the infographics, which is a SaaS platform where you can create various media files. For my articles, I'm using WordPress, and I use tools like Microsoft Word and Grammarly to draft and edit the articles before I upload them to my website.
Okay.
I am still kind of figuring out my email newsletter, but so far I have most of what I promised in the newsletters, and hopefully I'll get something finalized by in the next couple weeks.
Okay. Let's talk about CMT. What is CMT?
It stands for Charcot-Marie-Tooth. It affects the nerves in the hands and feet, and it leads to difficulty walking and difficulty using the hands.
And at what age did this start affecting you, or was it something that you had from birth?
It was something I had from birth.
Okay. And how has this shaped your work habits, energy, and time management as an adult?
I know that most of the things I work on will take me a bit longer to do than other people, and I've learned to accept that.
Okay. There's still a lot of stigma around disability and entrepreneurship. What do people often misunderstand about building a business with a disability?
Building a business takes a bunch of time, especially in the startup phase, and having a disability like what I have makes the work take longer.
Okay. Have you found any unique strengths, either creatively or strategically, that stem from your lived experience with CMT?
I know what it's like navigating the educational system with a disability. When I attended university, I had accommodations like I was able to record lectures, and I was also allowed extra time to take and finish tests.
Well, that still had to be a very difficult and challenging experience for you. Now, AI is something you're passionate about. What drew you into learning about AI agents and workflows?
Soon after I launched my business, I found out about Make.com, which is an AI SaaS platform for building AI workflows, and I've watched tutorials on YouTube on how to make these workflows, and eventually I stumbled upon a free online course for building an AI automation agency, which I looked into, and I found out that there's also AI agents, and that the AI agency model, the AI automation agency model is the next big thing, and we're experiencing massive startup growth similarly what we experienced when the internet first came around, and I'm not interested in building up an AI automation agency at this point, but I am interested in implementing AI workflows and AI agents into my business.
Okay. And what will this AI agent and workflow, how will they help your business?
I'm I'm going to make AI workflows that will help me with administrative tasks like bookkeeping and accounting and other administrative tasks. For AI agents, I'm not exactly sure, but I do know I need to implement them into my business.
Okay, so you're going to use the AI workflows to do a lot of the standard background stuff needed to run a business that might take you a lot of time. Your AI workflow will be able to do that for you, correct?
Correct.
Correct. Okay. Yeah. In your view, how can AI empower more disabled entrepreneurs to create at scale?
AI is one of the best money making opportunities at this time, and implementing AI solutions can drastically decrease the amount of work spent operating the business, so you can focus on more stuff that matters more to making money.
Right. Okay. You've said you want to eventually cover all of undergraduate mathematics. That's huge. What's your long term vision for how the math perimeter will grow?
Right now I am working on launching my YouTube channel, which will have videos of me solving problems on
Mhm.
it. I found out that YouTube was one of the best social media platform for business owners because people go to YouTube for educational content, and it's a good platform to build trust on. And once I launch my YouTube channel, I plan to implement the videos I produce directly into my site and my articles to help make them more helpful.
Okay. Are you looking to collaborate with other educators or technologists, or do you envision this being mostly a solo journey?
I mostly see this as being a solo journey,
Okay.
but I do have plans to make connections with people in business that can help me when I need it.
Okay. What's the most meaningful piece of feedback you received from someone who have engaged with your content? Well, let me ask you first. Do you have any content online as of yet?
Yes, my website has
Mhm.
22 articles and 13 infographics.
Okay.
For I have been engaging with my audience on LinkedIn, and had someone sent me a DM during the first month of launching my business, wanting to know more about it than what I plan to do. And I told him I planned on starting a YouTube channel and a buy me a coffee page, and he
Mm-hmm.
said that was great.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How do you stay motivated and grounded, especially on the hard days when things feel overwhelming?
I set a schedule on what I want to accomplish each day and make sure I accomplish those things.
Okay. What have you learned about yourself since becoming a founder of this new business? Anything?
I don't have anything yet.
Well, you must have a lot of motivation and a lot of endurance, and you must have strong willpower to take on something like this. With your disability, is that never surprised you? You were never surprised by the energy and effort you've been putting into this.
Yes, I am.
Okay. And what is the name of your website? So all my listeners can tune in there. The undergrads who are listening, those who are in college and need math assistance. What's the name of your website?
The Math Perimeter.
Okay. Well, links for your website and all your other information, they will be on the show notes, and they will also be on the promos that we provide for our listeners. Joseph, I want to really thank you for sharing your struggles, your new business, your insight. But also, I want to commend you on your truth and your courage. Your story is a testament to what's possible when passion meets purpose and when innovation is driven by empathy. To everyone listening, if you believe in making education inclusive, math accessible, and entrepreneurship human-centered, be sure to check out the Math Perimeter. Links are in the show notes. Until next time, stay curious, stay bold, and remember, it's all about us.